we need to respect what our soul needs. This sounds sort of a bit selfish or counterintuitive, and yes, maybe it is better to avoid expectations, so on. But if you think about it, we only can think so if we imagine that we operate in total isolation. So just you and you, and there's absolutely nothing and no one around you. But if we look at ourselves from a different perspective, like you're part of some sort of a system, you're part of something bigger, you're part of humanity. Your soul carries certain programming, certain sort of individual program information for this incarnation, if you wish, for this lifetime, quite simply. And all your wishes and desires, and so expectations, they are closely tied in with your soul mission. And if you have this desire that in some way you can reasonably expect that the universe wants the same thing, the universe wants you to manifest something through you, and so you can give it to bigger whole, you can become a better element of whatever system you are. So for example, if you have a certain problem and then you resolve this problem, instead of avoiding this problem and saying, no, I'm not going to have this problem and avoiding it, you can actually resolve this problem. You can meet this problem head on, and then you can help other people. In your case, you can help other people because you're a therapist. You can guide other people through something that you went through, and you already learned this lesson, you know how to do it. And people who you serve, they have no idea. For them, it will be totally valuable piece of information. So I do feel we need to pay attention to our soul needs, no matter how silly they are. Oh, because silly, it's just a label. It's not, it's very difficult. As soon as we start going into judging ourselves, okay, this was a unreasonable expectation, or, this was absolutely stupid actions that I did. We miss the point. We miss the point that we are not just isolated, this little isolated body. We are part of a bigger something. And so as soon as you start looking at yourself this way, which obviously involves also looking at yourself as from the distance, so we can practice this witnessing technique, then perception changes, and then you start respecting yourself, looking into yourself. And I think what you said comes from a little sort of underlying fear that your expectations are not going to be fulfilled. This is what you feel because they didn't get fulfilled in the past. So you said, okay, I better not have this expectation just because it didn't happen in the past. But the past does not guarantee the future. It's how we reframe the past, how we learn from the past, and how we change what happened in the past in our today, which will determine the future, not the past necessarily directly itself. So if something didn't happen before, it does not mean it will not happen tomorrow. We just need to be conscious and work on it. So no, respect everything, respect absolutely everything soul needs.